Hi guys, I'm Zamira, the social media coordinator for Ballet Folklórico de IU for the year 2025-2026. Enjoy the rest of the video. You will be seeing more of a visualization of how I do my hair. I will say it is a little time consuming, but it's definitely worth it. Before you begin, I would suggest wetting your roots. I think, and do not wet your ends just yet, okay? Leave these dry, wet your roots. It'll be so much easier for you to like move around your hair, okay? I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so I just wet my roots. I tried to stay as far away as possible from my ends. Okay, and then you're just kind of gonna brush it back with like your regular hairbrush. I know a lot of people want to do like here, let me show, like this type of slick back where you just go down like this, because it makes you look less bald. Which, you know what, I absolutely get that, because who wants to look bald? The only issue with this is that if your hair isn't long enough, this will cause so many flyaways, okay? So many flyaways. And then it's a little harder to do like this little section to stay like this and then have your hair all the way up here. You see? I wouldn't recommend it. Unless your hair is like absolutely 100% even and very long, I wouldn't recommend to do your slick backs like that, especially for really long performances or like performances where you have to do a lot of costume changes and you're constantly changing your outer braid, okay? Would not recommend. So you're just gonna brush this back. You're kind of gonna start putting it in how you want your ponytail to be. You're just gonna kind of like move the hair towards there. And I'm gonna show you guys a little trick in a little bit to make sure that your bun is at a appropriate height, because I know a lot of people, like for their first time, they tend to do it really high to the point where it's like up here basically, or like too low to the point it's like right here, and you need to find like that sweet spot that's like right, like it slightly peeks over. Okay. After brushing it and like wetting it again, I kind of got my ponytail to the height I want it to be at. I'll show you guys in a second how high that should be. But first we need to start slicking. You're just gonna begin slicking back. This hurts sometimes. So now that we're like semi-slicked, we still have like a lot of bumps and imperfections. We're gonna start adding the gel. Okay. Oh, and make sure to get your back part. Honestly, I kind of neglect the back side, especially when we're using these ones, because to be honest, no one's gonna see it. So now this is the part where you pull out your gel, your big tub of gel, and you're just gonna lather it like this. You're gonna make a whole layer, like a whole layer of gel. And now you're gonna go back and slick once you put gel all over with the hard side. or with your slicker brush. It doesn't really matter if you have a hard side and a soft side. It's really up to you how neat you want this. I like mine to look very neat and slick back, and I like for mine to hold. So I do a lot of brushing, do a lot of slicking, I do a lot of whitening, I do a lot of gel, I do a lot of hairspray, a lot of bobby pins, a lot of hair ties, a lot of everything. Okay. This is like an arm workout in itself. Don't worry if it gets messy, it's gonna get messy. Okay, a little intermission break. It's not perfect yet, because we're gonna do my little life hack to make sure that your braids are at the right position, okay? Or like at the right height. So you're kind of gonna just grab your hair in like a mock-up bun, okay? Doesn't need to be anything special. You're gonna grab your outer braid and you're just gonna put it like this. So like this little part goes at the bottom. Just stick it on, nothing special. And you're gonna grab your outer braid. Some of them will have this little comb, or I think all of them have this little comb. There's gonna be like, it's gonna convex, I don't know. I just thought of physics. But it's gonna be like shaped like this, and you're gonna put this side to the head, like this, okay? So you're gonna grab this, and this will go at the very top of your crown. I'll redo this at the end. I think my hair is perfect. It's at a perfect height. Okay. So what you're gonna look for when you're doing your hair, you don't want it to be so high that it's up here, okay? You don't want your bun to be up here. But also, you don't want your bun to be all the way down here, because then you can't really like move around. Kind of need it at like that sweet spot where it, so if you were like see me like straight ahead, you can kind of see it peeks through the top, and that's because like I don't have my braid done and like it's not stable. It kind of like peeks from the front, and then from the side it's like this. Okay, so now we can continue. Once you get it in the ponytail, we're gonna do 2 hair ties to make sure it holds, especially if you have a lot of hair. You're gonna need both hair ties. It's not really, like after you put it in a ponytail, it's not really the slickest I would like it to be. I like mine to look like it's like a shell of hair, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go back and wet this and smooth it out with the smooth side. And by this point, your hair should still be loose and like in a ponytail. Now, you're gonna wanna brush out your ponytail, okay? It's untangled. Now, you're gonna wet it, okay? Now you can wet this. So, here, I'll be right back. Once your ponytail's wet, you're gonna braid it as normal, like a 3-strand braid. Okay, now you can grab one of your lujitas. Right here. This one. Okay. And try to braid this down as much as you possibly can. Here we go. So once you have your braid like this, you're gonna grab your bobby pins, and you're kind of gonna do this. Grab a bobby pin and pin the top. Literally just stick it anywhere. Okay, and you're gonna put one on this side. Okay, wrap it back. We're like this. Oops, we're like this now. Okay. There we go. You're gonna pin the top again. Pin it anywhere. And then grab this little end. Stick it through. Okay. There we go. This is kind of what you should have. My hair is very long, so if you have long or thicker hair, it will pop out a lot, but it's okay. Okay. And this is kind of what you should have. Hopefully you can see. This is what it looks like from the front. I'm still gonna like slick it a little bit more. This is kind of like the general basis of like doing your folklórico hair, and I'll show you some of the last few steps. Okay, the last finishing touch is adding the hairspray, okay? I think this is what really seals everything in. This is as slicked as I could get it today. I'm very tired. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the portion of once you're already at the performance and you have your costume on, you have everything on, you just need to put on your hair pieces, okay? So we will give you each one of these little hair nets, which will go over your bun. Will go over your bun. Okay. And then you will have your inner braid. I usually try to find the side that has like the most yarn exposed as opposed to like this side, and put this side to my head. Again, with this little part at the bottom. To make that secure, you're gonna use these, the extra long ones. And I usually just do 4 or like 3. 3 is good. You're gonna stick it through the yarn and make sure it goes to your bun. Okay? If you're ever doing any costume changes or anything, this inner braid is not coming out. So you're gonna want to have this really secured so it holds all your braids. Okay, I'm just gonna add like one more. With your outer braid, it's very simple. Like I said, the comb, like the bent part is gonna go to your head. This part's gonna go on the outside. You're just gonna center it. Some of them might be crooked, so try to make sure the flower is also aligned with your head. And there we go. Just slide it on. And then you should have your hair like this. Kind of pops up from the front. And then I'll show you guys the back in a bit. We're gonna use some more of these long ones. We've had like performers whose hair pieces will go flying off or it will catch air sometimes. So you're just gonna use a few more bobby pins, or maybe try to go through the outer side in, and then once you feel that you can shake your head, shake your dress, shake your dress. Once you feel like you can shake your head and it's not moving, it's perfect, okay? It's perfect. Let me show you guys like a 360. Okay, this is my hair from the front, from the side. Wait, is that good? Okay. From the back. I don't know if you guys can see. It will look a little funky from the side. I'm not gonna lie, because some of us have a lot of hair, but it's okay. This from the side, from the back. This is the final hair tutorial. Hope this was helpful. It's a lot of work. Like, the way I do my hair is very time consuming just because I like it to be perfect, but I feel like taking your time and doing like all those extra steps is what really makes my hair hold. If you need a makeup tutorial, we have a makeup tutorial. I'm pretty sure it's the first video on our channel, so if you need a little makeup tutorial, go ahead and watch that after this. I hope you guys found this very helpful, because I know when I was doing my Folklórico hair for the first time, I was looking through so many videos and I couldn't find any. Again, it's a little bit time consuming, but I think it's worth it because your hair will not fall out. Your hair will not come undone. Your braids will not fall out, and you'll look good. Come on now. I'm back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little hair tutorial. I hope it wasn't too complex to follow along, and I hope you learned something. Okay, and if this is your first time doing your hair for Folklórico, don't worry, because I got you. That's why you watched this whole thing, analyzed it, and now you executed it. And look how bomb your hair looks, okay?